Who is this chode we were talking about a minute
Oh
ago? Is that
yeah,
what this is?
Rafa
Pulled up.
Rafa Conde. So let's start with
Yeah, Rafiki or whatever.
Rafi. Let's start with his hardcore camp for beta bitches.
Oh,
I want to throw this out there. From what I can tell, it's $10,000 for 4 days for basically for people to throw dirt in your face and call you a fucking piece of shit and degrade you and make you work with other men to accomplish tasks like carrying logs
huh?
and wading through mud. Why is it not letting me
And I've
add?
got a little property we could use. We could get a good mud pit going. And
Yeah, I
like, we're
think
not going to be getting the same class of people, but if I could pawn some yokels out of a couple $100 for a weekend, like get a few of them together, and that's worth my time. Like,
no, like I think you could very easily just charge $50 for access to an adult obstacle course that's built into like foot and a half deep water and like a pond or something like that, and just call people a bitch. Just keep calling them a bitch. You're a
mhm.
little bitch. You're a little bitch. You're a little bitch while they go through this obstacle course. $50, dude. $50. Not you don't. I don't need $10,000, man.
Mm-mm,
Like
mm-mm,
that.
mm-mm.
I'm telling you, that's a bit much for basically
In
just
this economy,
bullying somebody. Yeah, yeah. We'll turn you into a man on the cheap. All right, for the discerning man on a budget, we'll turn you into a real man.
exactly. You don't need all that fancy foo-foo nonsense.
No, no, no. That's
Hit you with a lead
weak
pipe
beta
instead.
male shit. That is weak beta male shit. Imagine getting
Exactly.
cucked at a $10,000 just to get kicked in the ass and called gay for 12 hours a day, 4 days. Like, seriously,
The
that
fact that
is loser
that's
mentality.
happening to these men, I love it. I love that for them. I love that they're throwing away perfectly good money for this. I
Well,
I so appreciate this experience for them.
let's take a look. I don't know. Maybe the YouTube short will sway you. This is Ravacondi's Man of War. I don't know if that's the name of the
Excuse me.
company. It's certainly the name of his channel and his podcast, his Man of War.
That sounds
Uh,
cringy enough, yeah.
this event, I believe, is actually called the Crucible.
Ooh.
Which
Ah.
I do kind of love. I love the names they give this shit. The Man of War
Yeah.
Crucible.
Uh,
Like, also, I
war
will say though, it might not be wise to name your 4-day turn into a man program after something 90% of these guys can't spell.
Rue. That's a barrier of entry, for a lot of them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's money left on the table, I think, right there.
Mm. That's right, they'll have somebody
Anyways,
else they'll have their wife fill out the paperwork for them.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
subservient
absolutely.
anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's what they're for. I make the
Exactly.
decisions.
That's what they're learning
They
here
make
at this,
they make these
weekend.
decisions happen. All right, let's check it. Let's check out what these dude bros
Yep,
get
yep,
up to in
check
their
it
off time at this at the Crucible.
This is where we take your mind and break you. This is where we build to be stronger fathers, husbands, leaders, visionaries, men of action, men of integrity, men of honor. Do you have what it takes? Give me 3! This is where we take.
Do you have what it takes? Do you have what it takes, Travis? Are you a man of integrity? Are you a
Uh,
man of honor, or are you a little bitch?
wait, so do you have to be, like, large and muscular and able to withstand a lot of cold mud to be honorable.
Yeah. I mean,
Really?
well, okay.
So if you're not like physically extreme, you can't be an honorable,
Yeah.
strong, manly. Okay.
Well, you certainly can't get laid. You can't get women. You can't get high
No.
value women. And so and Rafa Conde's got evidence of that right here.
Women need someone better than them, smarter than them, fitter than them, bigger than them, more inspiring than them, more successful than them. Otherwise, where's the attraction? I also need someone to handle me. Only an alpha or a double alpha can do that.
Not just alpha, but double alpha. The reality is that a woman needs to be handled, and she wants that. All right, you got to be a strong, firm man. That's what she's looking for. Men who are successful have strong women behind them, but in the end, these men are legit. They're squared away alpha males. Where's the attraction? If you're not bigger than them and can't handle them, and you're not more successful than them, why would a woman be attracted to you? You know, peons don't understand that.
Dude, was
Are
that
you a
an
peon,
AI that he was
Travis?
talking to?
I don't know.
That was not was I don't think that was a real woman. That seemed like an AI to me.
I will say that there are enough women in that alpha male bro creator space that it wouldn't
There are
surprise
women
me.
that would take that role. There
There's a
are real
lot.
life human women that would take that role and do it. Right.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
didn't look like one. It looked kinda AI-ish to me. Maybe I'm, like, jaded about that now, but,
Well, because at the very least, if nothing else, there are women that are attracted to that kind of guy, but
this is
are
true. This is very
so
true.
narcissistic that they believe that that is the only kind of guy to be attracted to. And then they start a podcast about it. It's
Yeah, I
like
mean,
that's pretty much
it's
what it is.
birds of a feather, man. Like, narcissistic
Yeah.
garbage people are gonna, like, find each other.
Right. Right. That's the dynamics of dominance, exploring relationship balance. By the way, that's the name of that video. I just wanted you. I
Ooh,
really wanted you to have the title
okay.
of that video. Damn,
That
the
did
dynamics
seem
of
like the
dominance. You have to
what a
dominate
fucking
your woman.
dickhole. My god. Seriously, what an ass bag. Why does some woman go for that? Like, and girls do better. Like, you can do better than that.
Yeah, I think just
You're
about
all
anybody can do better and be better than that with little effort. Just
ugh.
focused in the right direction.
Yeah, what's the attraction to that level of douchebaggery? I don't get it. Weird.
I don't know. It's it's hard for me to say because obviously, like it, there's no I can't sympathize in any way, shape, or form with either
Yeah,
side of that relationship dynamic.
yeah, yeah,
But I just have to
exactly.
assume that like there are people that don't recognize how like nuanced humans are, like evolutionarily speaking,
Yeah.
and but they feel like they have some like pseudoscientific understanding that like men do this and women do that, and that like
Yeah, yeah.
scientific
That
and it
defines
doesn't
our
matter if God
worldview
gets
about
put in
the
the
human
picture or
condition.
not there. It doesn't matter if God gets put in the picture there or not, uh, because I think it comes down to this same kind of like pseudoscientific perspective of that simplifies human behavior down to these like rigid gender roles that are in some way like some places can be maybe like you can definitely say is true as far as like men have a propensity for more muscle mass and
Yeah,
different bone structures and things like that, right? And like there's
yeah,
some biological reality that definitely
sure.
exists there, especially if you simplify it down to just a strict binary of sexuality
Yes,
of
for
gender. But but um
but, like, they some of them
it
can't handle
ignores
any
like
nuance
culture.
beyond that, and it's a
Yeah,
much more complicated, nuanced issue
right.
than the Josh Hawleys of the world would like you to believe. Then it's
Yes.
I hate that it's that's such a weird like gotcha thing. Like there's
Hmm.
and I don't think for a second like Josh Hawley, for instance, just bring him up because I saw him questioning I forget her title. She was a doctor, I believe, of obstetrician, like OBGYN.
Hmm.
I also couldn't remember. But anyway, he was just trying to like catch her into this like gotcha, like how many genders are there kind of question. He is like, or he kept trying to, what was it? Kept trying to ask her if a male could get pregnant or if a male could have a baby or something.
Hmm.
But clearly just trying to get her to say this specific thing, you know?
Hmm.
And
Hmm. Something like,
kept
yeah, can a
she
male get
would not play
pregnant?
his
But
game.
it,
She kept, refusing to play his game and even answer his question the way he wanted.
yeah. So, something about trying to
But
frame to frame like yeah, that specific question, I think I can recall that, if nothing else, I know I've heard it before too, is framed that way. I think even Matt Walsh has probably
mhm,
put it this way, though he generally likes to talk about men and women and conflate that with male and female. But it's that
probably. I mean,
conflation
they're
right
all playing
there.
from the same playbook, like, they're appeasing or appealing to the same crowd and
Hmm.
playing from the same playbook, essentially.
But it's that same, it's the same conflation, not recognizing that you can transition in your gender identity but still be biologically female, like essentially, like it doesn't,
Yeah.
it's
And
a useless
even
conflation.
beyond that, there's weird, like, chromosomal disorders and
Mm,
shit, and, like, biology itself even isn't purely binary like that. Like, there
mhm,
are lots of odd, intersex type,
mhm,
situations that can happen. Even weird chimeras where people have 2 completely different sets of biology, like, there's
mhm,
a somewhat famous case, like, back in, I think, the late '90s, I wanna say. It was not a gender issue, but, long story short, this woman basically got her children taken away after some medical episode. Biologically, they didn't match her. They did not share the same DNA as the children she birthed, taken away from her and claimed they were not hers because they did not match her DNA at all. But essentially what had happened, it had been like it was a parasitic twin type situation where her sister, like, he absorbed her ovaries. Essentially, it was her sister's eggs that her body was producing. So it wasn't even her own DNA. It was her sister's DNA and mitochondrial DNA strands. So her own daughters that she birthed didn't have her DNA because they weren't her eggs.
it's fucking crazy. Jesus
Wild
Christ, that's
shit,
fucking
right?
crazy. Yeah,
Wild shit.
that's fucking crazy. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, is like biology is, if you actually
It's complicated
have
and
if
messy and
well, and if you have any understanding of it, you recognize that that's kind of part of the deal. There's like, that's just the from what we're made of, and evolutionary processes and pressures. That's just sort of what's gonna happen, is you're gonna have a lot of people
Dunning-Kruger
that
catches up
don't
to you
fit.
real fast with biology. If you
Yeah.
don't have much understanding and you start spouting, man, like the Dunning-Kruger is gonna catch up to you with any sort of scrutiny and kick you right in the ass.
Mhm.
There's a lot of the more you know, the less you know kinda
Yeah. Yeah.
kind of feeling with it.
Yeah.
There's
Especially
just
when it
so
comes
much
down to
that's so
specifically gender. Like
yeah.
there's so much widespread sexuality, gender, like just that there's so much conflation of these ideas. There's so much conflation of again like biological realities and like cultural
Yeah.
titles, basically,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
how they don't always even match. They don't match each other all the time,
Mhm.
and when they do, like it still ends up being oftentimes, like as we see from these like alpha male fucking influencers, it still ends up being another place for us to like divide in other people, where it's like, well, yeah, okay, so
Yeah.
you're a cishet white man, sure, but are you really a man because you let your as we're gonna watch here in a second, because you let your wife drive for you?
He
Are
can't
you
be a
really
man
a
because he doesn't smoke the same cigarettes as me. That's why I can't get no satisfaction.
man? Let's I just have you, Travis, do you ever let your significant other drive for you?
I wish he would more, honestly, because I'd rather not like be backseat driven.
So I'm
But I'm totally
still not
comfortable with
used
it. Like,
I'm I'm still not used to this area that I live entirely, like it takes me a little bit
mhm,
more effort to get around. There's a lot of stuff that I can get to pretty easily. I can drive to there are a lot of places that I do know, and I can guess
yeah,
I'm getting a little bit better at guessing how to get to some place that I've been before, but I don't quite remember how to get to. Getting
yeah,
better at
yeah.
that
I
game.
feel you. I feel you.
Um, because I like to do that. I'll get lost and
Mhm,
then I'll go to GPS. And it's
yeah,
a fun game to play if you got the time. But
yeah, for sure.
I generally just let my fiance drive to most places because she knows where it is.
Mhm.
Because she's lived here for a
Yeah,
long
she's
time.
local.
And I've lived here for 3 years. Um but that apparently makes me a little bitch.
Oh yeah, you're a bitch. Yeah, you're a total fucking cuck for that.
You're a weak man if you
I
let
can't
your
believe you
woman
admit.
drive you around. There is no scenario in any way, shape, or form where if you are a capable man, a man with the ability to drive, that your woman should be driving you around. Don't tell me you're tired. Don't tell me that you're drunk. Don't tell me that you feel more comfortable in the passenger seat as a protector. That's a lack of leadership. That's a lack of masculinity. That's really a lack of being a man and your protective mode. So shape up and start building yourself from the ground up as a masculine man again.
God damn, what a turd. Oh my god.
My favorite line of that actually is, "Don't tell me that you're drunk." It's like, "No, babe, I'll drive.
Yeah,
I'll drive."
that's definitely the smarter play.
Vehicular manslaughter, DUI.
Don't
Like,
yeah.
do that instead of let your woman drive, or else you're a fucking cuck.
Yeah, if she's a better driver than you when you're pissed drunk, then you're not man enough. You're not good enough at driving drunk and being a man. Like, use that as a learning experience to be better pissed drunk driver.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, because the thing
Ugh.
is that one, driving is an intense physical exercise, and so men are just better. That's just how it
Mhm,
works.
mhm.
And two, practice, showing up, game time. That's how you be a man. That's how you make perfection. And how are you going to practice driving drunk? Or how are you gonna actually succeed at driving drunk if you don't practice driving drunk? You know what I mean? Like you've got to practice, perseverance, things that
Practice.
you say at basketball
Practice?
camp.
Talking about practice? Practice?
But you're drunk. You're over there and you're drunk. But we got to do practice.
We're talking about practice, man. I'm talking about practice, and you can't do it.
Yeah. I'm already drunk. I don't need to practice. Gosh, this shit is so absurd. I don't get. I said, how popular is this ding dong?
So I will
How many
admit that his
followers
his
is?
Man of War channel on YouTube doesn't seem to have a whole lot of subscribers, but I think he does have like a decent X following, and he has been on television. He's been on Newsmax, he's been on Fox News, he's been around, and I think part of that is
Eh,
because the former law enforcement kind of thing,
yeah.
whatever. But yeah, like he's got, let's see, Instagram, he's got 250,000 followers. He's got not very many followers on X. I don't know. Like he's around a bit. I don't think he's
Well, I
hugely
mean, he's making
influential
a
like this.
solid living being a influencer douchebag.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's look at
It
the
would
about
seem.
page for Rafa Conde. Let's look at this. I think this will be fun. Yeah, this
Oh,
I love this
so
I
fucking
love this picture.
cringe.
I love this shit.
Oh my gosh!
Rafa J. Conde is
Wow.
a multifaceted force to be reckoned with, boasting an impressive portfolio of
Yes.
achievements. At his core, he is a devoted father, husband, and man of God with a strong background as an ex DEA narcotics SWAT officer, entrepreneur, best selling author, and highly sought after consultant and public speaker. As the founder and CEO
Wow.
of Man of War, Rafa is a leading industry expert in leadership, creating fanatical culture. Wait, wait, wait. I'm sorry. What? What the fuck? What the fuck does that
Dude,
even?
this is Matt. He's Matt. This is Matt from Always Sunny come to life.
What the?
I bet this guy gives a lot of ocular pat downs. He's like
That is
achieving excellence.
leading industry expert in leadership, creating a fanatical culture, which is
And
just
being a badass.
well, that's the next one. The warrior archetype. He's a leading industry expert in the warrior archetype. He's a leading industry expert in a concept.
Sure you are, bud.
The
Sure you are.
expert in an idea. Building elite brotherhoods and
Uh-huh.
designing this is the one thing that I might actually think could be close to true. Besides, I mean, I don't know, I wouldn't say a fanatical culture because I can't imagine anybody is really even I don't even think friends of this guy are really into this guy. But does
Absolutely.
he's a leading industry expert in designing physically and psychologically demanding events.
Yeah. I mean, his
Like
things could
reading his
be that,
about
I
page.
suppose. Yeah, that is definitely demanding. Reading that about page is psychologically demanding, for sure.
uh,
I feel dumber for having been exposed to that.
you are. That's not just how you, buddy. Facts don't care about your feelings, and the facts are you are dumber for knowing about this. This has been able to take any space in your brain is it
Did.
bodes ill for your future.
It really does, doesn't it? Ouch. Yep. Can't go back. You can't come back from that one. It cannot be unlearned. God
Well, I
damn,
think
dude. Like how do all of these fucking chuds? I just don't understand. I guess like it's just that fucking edgy teenage guy, and there's so much arrested development behind all of this. Like, they
Like,
never pulled out of this wannabe alpha male insecurity bullshit,
mhm,
and they
mhm.
just preach that whole fucking mindset to the next generation of fucking insecure dipshits. And
Yeah.
now they've all got $50,000 a year gigs working for ICE.
uh,
No, more
I
than
think,
that,
yeah, more than
$50,000
that. That's the
sign-on
signing bonus.
bonus,
Well, okay, I will say
plus
this.
whatever the salary is.
I'm curious how much money's actually been doled out on those signing bonuses, to be honest with you, because I think it does say up to $50,000 signing bonus, which is that up to often does a
That
lot
might
of
be
heavy
doing a lot of
lifting.
work, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of them might have taken stupid deals because they're idiots.
Dude, I can't
It's
stop looking
entirely
at this
possible.
picture. I can't stop. It's so,
Oh,
I don't know what the pose is. It's really sending me. It's so, oh my god. Oh, all right.
it is
Uh,
redonkulous, it really is.
let's
Just
continue though. I want
redonkulous.
to. I got to read the rest of
Please,
this
please, please.
page because oh my god. Rafa's unrivaled experience and keen insights have earned him the reputation of being a go-to consultant and coach for CEOs looking to build thriving business cultures, fanatical cultures, as he's
Mm.
the leading
Mhm,
industry
mhm,
expert in
mhm.
creating. He
He
has been
is.
featured. He has been featured in several notable media outlets, including NBC, Univision, The Observer, CBS, and Newsmax TV, to name just a few. Though his wildly popular podcast, Man of War podcast with Rafa J. Conde, I like how they had to put the whole name in there like that. It's I don't know, it's just
Mhm,
really funny to me.
mhm, mhm.
Uh, through his wildly popular podcast, Rafa and his guests explore trending topics and hot button issues, diving deep into debates and discussions that keep listeners engaged and informed. Join the ranks of Rafa's loyal followers and experience the unparalleled insights and perspectives of this extraordinary leader.
He is an extraordinary leader. Look at all those guys.
Yeah, dude. Elevate your leadership in life, unleash the warrior within. This is engineered for men pursuing excellence and growth. Join and stay battle ready.
Oh
Join and
my
stay
god.
battle ready. Rafa J. Conde's social links. He's a best-selling author. The 21st century, redefining the 21st century man. Principles and disciplines to unleash the warrior within. Only if you're ready to transform your mindset, leadership, and life. Forge the discipline and honor and strength of a modern day warrior.
God, I don't even know what to think about this. This is
Man, as a 40-year-old,
it's
I gotta tell you, this is
oh,
so middle-age coded. This is so
it really is. It
it's
really, really is.
this is
It's an
so
old
like
graybeard looking back at it. Yeah,
it's so
100%.
guzzling testosterone supplements and
Oh, right. A million
praying that you can
percent.
grow your hair back. Like it's
I was just gonna say the overlap with the hair club members is getting stronger.
like you talk about some fucking
It's
insecurity. Like
right.
honestly,
That's what it all
it's what it really
boils
reeks
down
of.
to. Fucking back at the end of the day, like
Mhm.
yeah, it's so much of it is just insecurity. Like
Hey, I just want to throw a couple more of his YouTube shorts out there that I
yeah,
feel like are just absolutely hilarious. And yeah, we've got to. Oh man. Um. Okay, so there's one that actually is like really. I feel like is like secretly extra toxic. Uh,
Okay.
that I think
The same
maybe
guy or
even
even
same
douchier?
guy, same guy. We're gonna do actually,
Okay.
it's to do two more of the same guy, but I want to show somebody else involved in the same kind of work, but who's more of a mainstream dude.
Okay.
But this one really stood out to me when I was looking. And I watched
This dude gives me
I watched 2 hours of
uh
his stuff.
oh
Just to let you
my.
know. Yeah,
Good God.
yeah.
That's whew,
It
you
was
are a glutton, my friend.
dude.
A glutton for punishment.
I used to drive in to my high school classes in the morning, listening to and oh, out back home listening to Fox News Radio. Cause yeah,
I get it, but
because I couldn't, I had to hear what these fucking assholes were saying. I just had to listen.
I get it, and you're doing the Lord's work there. Like,
I'm doing something. I don't know.
still some,
Let's check this
something all right.
this short out
Let's
really
check this
quick
out.
though. I really want to. Yeah, I think this one's gonna really hit home for you as somebody with a
Okay. Okay.
a child son of your own.
A masculine
Well,
warrior
okay.
is someone
You're gonna
who
teach me how to
leads
be
and has a
rough man.
framework for his family and sometimes gives tremendous compassion, but other times gives tough love, right? Especially if you have boys. It's not okay to strike out 4 times at bat, Johnny. It's not okay to be the last one in the race, Johnny. 3rd place trophies? No, Johnny. You want 1st place. You want to build a champion's, a winner's mindset. The question is, do you have that mindset and are you capable of teaching it? A masculine warrior is so.
I'm just curious, as somebody with a son of your own, let's say they strike out at
Yeah.
bat 4 times in a row. What do you say?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think is the appropriate response to that?
Well, first I hit him just so he really knows he did well. I mean, there's no words at first. Slap it. But you have to do it when nobody else is looking. You have to be discreet. You just whap him
Oh,
in the face. You know why that happened? Yeah, you do. Back out there.
if you can hit a ball, you can dodge a fist.
Exactly. No, it's
Oh
Jesus
god, that's
Christ.
terrible.
Like,
Okay.
j-
I love the idea that it's like it's
like
a bad
you,
thing for a child to participate in
yeah.
something that they're not great at.
That they've
Like
never done
like why
before. Like, okay,
why
let's.
play
I want to
basketball if you're
show.
not Michael Jordan?
Yeah, exactly. If you can't be the best at it, don't do it. It's what is the lesson you're trying to teach us here, there, fella?
Mhm. 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 Yeah,
But yeah, like if your kid can't do that, then they're not valuable, and that's what the kid learns. Like, if I'm not meeting this level of success for whatever reason, then it's my fault, and
right.
I'm bad.
Right. Exactly.
And Mr.
Exactly.
Douchebag gets to offload that from his like,
Well, that's what his pa taught him, clearly.
yeah, so he gets to just like offload that responsibility, that ownership of that, and like, well, it's not my fault that one's effective.
He's got a clip that I actually didn't keep the link for, but he's interviewing this guy. I don't know who the guy is. I don't want to speak ill of this other person by any means, but I will absolutely laugh at Conde because of how this story I feel like
Mhm.
is how it relates to this specific kind of mindset that he's pushing here. But he talks to a guy that
Yeah.
says that he I guess what he had been using drugs or he'd been caught up with drugs or something like that, and his dad basically sat him down in front of his mom, pulled a gun on him, put the gun to his head, and say, "There's two ways to get away from drugs." And it basically you stay the fuck away from or whatever. I don't remember exactly what it was, or I kill you was the other. And it's what what is this
That's
guy
healthy.
like? Yeah, like the perspective that like you have to basically abuse your child to get the best out of them, and like
Yeah.
they shouldn't be doing things if they're not going to be the best at them. Like the only reason to do things
Yeah.
is to be the best at it, which is also just itself hilarious. Like, don't play baseball and strike out 4 times and still have fun, you fucking bitch. Like,
Yeah.
what? Like,
Right.
it's unbelievably toxic
You
and
go out there
hyper
and win
competitive.
at all costs.
Mhm.
You're not a man and you're not boss.
If you're not first or last, Ricky
Like,
Bobby.
yeah. It's just so fucking simplistic and
Mhm.
yeah, it all just tracks. Like looking at and listening to this guy, it's it all makes perfect sense, but like how does this just keep getting elevated in society? Like the whole Devo idiocracy
Mhm.
idea just is manifest. It's
I
Brondo.
I want to leave us with one more short video from him, which is sort of just
Okay.
revisiting the
Yeah.
dynamics of
Yeah.
dominance, how to approach
Phoenix
your
of
not the
Dominance.
dominating relationship with women,
Ooh,
and how
yes.
to assert yourself as a
I
high
need to
value
learn how to
man,
dominate my woman.
how to be a double alpha. Let's be a
Double
double
alpha
alpha here.
too.
You can't, open a door for a woman because she immediately gets uncomfortable. She thinks that you are, rather than bringing her up in a pedestal, that you are bringing her down, that you think less of her. And the problem is that men fall into that trap of believing that nonsense. And I can't tell you how many times I've seen men in restaurants and the woman picks up the tab, they're on a date, and the woman picks up the tab, or they do this bullshit 50-50. I'm sorry, but from a perspective of being a man, of being really a confident man, a man who carries himself with gallantry, it's all about opening the door for the woman. It's about pulling the chair at the restaurant. It's about basically taking care of the situation at hand.
I don't know.
'Cause otherwise, they couldn't figure out how to get food at a place using currency. It's
I
beyond
love
their stupid little women brain. Like,
yeah.
Lord Almighty.
Well, evolutionarily speaking, women stayed home and raised the children, and men went to the restaurants and paid for dinner. And that's how our early societies were formed.
Back in caveman days, the women stayed home with the little cavelings, and man went
The
out
men went
to
through the
and picked up a
Chick-fil-A
Grubhub
drive-through.
order. Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
that one was really, really funny to me. Just, like
what a
this
dildo!
50-50 nonsense. It's like, man, like, I think, yeah, man, every once in a while, especially if you're, like, having a romantic night out with the woman that you're seeing, or maybe a woman that you're going out on a date out, like, pulling the chair out, sure. Like, I get it. Like, some women
There's
also
nothing
think it's a
wrong
little
with
bit
that.
weird.
I'm an old-fashioned kind of
But
guy at heart, still a little bit too, and there's nothing wrong
I
with
I
old-fashioned kind of chivalry.
I have to imagine that the number of women in the United States that actually think that it would be problematic for their male significant other, or a man that they're dating, or just have met, or anybody that would hold a door open for them. Like to find that was problematic. I feel like that the number of women that are like that's probably like 6 women in the United States, right?
But I do that for, like, every random person that comes along. If it's convenient, like, to hold the door open for somebody as I'm going through, I do it all the time. Just
That's a
why not?
Midwesternism, I think. Also, I feel like that's like just
Perhaps.
if nothing else, it's also a Midwesternism. That behavior, just you just hold like you wait even an
I'll
extraordinarily
even
long
wait a
amount of
second
time.
for the yeah.
Yeah, to hold the door open for people, and it has
Because
yeah.
what, like, they can open the door, but still, like, I don't know. It's
But the point he was making at the start of the video, the start of that short, was basically that like there men fall into the trap of thinking that women are going to feel like a man thinks that they're inferior because they're holding the door open for them. Like it's just such a it, it's such a fucking weird, deep. Like I don't. Again, there's 6
he's
women
not
like that. I think in the
dominating me
United
and making
States,
me
they
feel
might all have
subservient
like
enough
Instagram
so I
pages,
don't
but
like him. Yeah, it's
hmm,
definitely it's definitely aiming for that trad wife, vibe, it
yeah,
seems like.
yeah.
Like, that's the target audience is a trad wife girl, apparently.
Trad wife girl and the guy that like is nervous for the date with the first girl he could get to match him on Tinder.
Yeah.
He hasn't been on a date since the 8th grade sock hop, you know. Like I don't know, like yeah, it's desperate preening and posturing and basically like reducing masculinity down to like a very rigid singular identity that really at the end of the day like he talks
Yep.
about like if you want to be a man of value you should only hang out with men that are better than you. And it's like okay, so what happens to the guy at the top of that pyramid that you're creating? He has no friends. He can hang out
Ye
with nobody. Who would? How do you hang out with? How do you? If that's the mindset you
It's
have,
only
how
a
can you
one-way
make
street. How
friends with
does
the
that work?
guys
How
that
does
are a
anyone
level
hang out
above
with
you?
anyone? Yeah.
Exactly. It
It's
doesn't make.
the
You can only
logic
hang out with your
behind it
loser
falls
fucking
apart just
friend group.
immediately.
You can only hang out with the loser fucking friend group of douchebags that have all
You're
gotten
5, you
built
can
at
only
ten
hang out
thousand
with other
dollars to go to the
5s.
Crucible. Yeah, yeah. It's exactly. It's a bunch of
Yeah, you can pay
fives.
that $10,000 to go through the crucible and maybe make it up to being a 6 or 7.
Maybe a 5.5.
Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah.